Good afternoon, everybody. Rob Kolb with RKC, your property damage expert consultant, with another episode here with Mr. Eric Yhap. Eric, say hello to my audience.
Good afternoon.
Okay, Eric, so what I want to talk about today is, so last year, we had the hurricanes that hit the Carolinas, we had the hurricane that hit the Panhandle. So you've worked in those areas, and tell me, in your opinion, what's a common problem you see in those areas a lot?
That's a fair question. What we find is that in Hurricane Florence, for example, there are a lot of good adjusters like myself that get called up by a lot of companies, but there's a lot of resources that need to get thrown at this, and these guys are rushing through. They're running and gunning, trying to get it fixed. Mm-hmm. The insurance companies see the homeowner as an asset, but after a storm, you're a liability, and they need to get through that rather quickly. Well, after all of that has died down, that's where somebody like me comes in. Yeah. They leave a lot of stuff on the table, and we're able to find it, not only for the homeowner, but for the contractors as well. If the contractors aren't careful, they'll be leaving a lot of money on the table. I think that's where we shine.
Yeah, and I think that's funny that you say that, is because you're 100% right. These adjusters are overworked, and they get a ton of volume, and they're just kind of rushing through it. But ironically, the contractors are undertrained and unfamiliar with the process as well. And so you have the insurance adjuster that's missing things, and then you have the contractor that doesn't understand how to facilitate the things that were missed.
Right. And even if the contractor has an Xactimate expert like myself on the team, I don't think they provide the level of service that we do with regards to getting in there and finding everything that they need to find. I'm not trying to put anybody down, but even after looking at a case, for example, we had one gentleman who had a $24,000 settlement from his insurance carrier. Well, his contractor called and said it wouldn't come close. Well, we didn't know what it was. He sent us in. We spent about an hour and a half taking down all the things that they missed, and at the end of the day, that guy got $101,000 with regards to his claim.
Yeah,
it's something that you can do. We can help contractors find every time.
It's I love that you mentioned that. Having an Xactimate person on staff or at your disposal is great, but you have to make sure that the misdamage gets documented so the Xactimate person knows what to add in there.
Yeah, and we kind of settle these in a way that makes sense. We make sure that what the adjusters need on their end, because we're familiar with what the desk adjusters are looking for. Mm-hmm. We make sure it's documented properly, that the arguments are few, and that we can get that scope of work done properly so the homeowner's back to what we call pre-loss conditions.
Absolutely. So that's great. So if you guys are in the New Jersey area, or I guess this man, really if you're anywhere that suffered a lot of damage, at the very minimum, call him. And he's mentioned before in some of our other segments that we're kind of in a group we're networked with really talented people pretty much all over the place. And so if we can't facilitate it or get it answered, we're going to be able to help you one way or the other.
That's right.
So Eric's a great guy. He's a great resource there. I'm in Toledo, Ohio. He's in New Jersey. Both of our information, our contact information, will be in the description section, our emails and our phone numbers. If you're in any one of those areas, or really if you're anywhere and you'd like to reach out to us for some great information, please feel free to do so. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, we're going to put a link down below. Eric is in the process of getting his YouTube channel up and running, so we'll have a link below. Please go to that as well and follow this man, because he's going to be continuing to put out some good videos.
Looking forward to working with you.
All right, guys, you have a good one.